Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here with my friend, first time on the channel actually. What's your name, sir?
My name's Josh.
And Josh, what we did today, bro?
I did X-1.
What deck?
Oh, Punk.
Gotcha. And with this deck, how long have you been playing it?
I've been playing it for about like a week and a half. It's a very good deck in my opinion. It's not exactly like what I would bring to Nats, but it is something that is very fun and probably sees success in the regional level. Yeah.
So, typically you're a Pokemon player too, right?
Yeah, Pokemon's my main thing. Right now the meta's really stale, so Yu-Gi-Oh's a lot more fun. There's a lot more things to learn. Yeah.
All right, man. Let's get some deck profile then, brother.
So starting off, we have 3 Zamines. The effects of the card are very big. You'll run everything through this one card. It searches out for any Punk monster and add it to your hand. There is a secondary effect that adds 600 attack to any Punk monster that you have on the field when sent to grave. It will come up from time to time, but not as much as every other effect. Second card is Rising Scale. Rising Scale is the best thing that could ever happen to this deck. It allows you to revive cards from grave, add them from deck to field. It's a way to play around Droll, and it has a Book of Moon effect for any monsters over 2,500 attack. Yeah, it's massive. Next card we have is 3 Foxy Tune. There's a lot of people that are debating between 3 Foxy Tune or 3 Ogre Dance. In my opinion, Ogre Dance is more of a brick card. You want to run 3 Foxes because, well, if you draw like Ogre Zamine, you can't normal summon both, so that way you can tribute Fox to tribute Ogre, and that way you can go Zamine to get Rising Scale. So yeah, that's the reason why I run 3 and 2. Some people run it the opposite way. I think that's wrong. That's just my opinion. The next card, this one's up for debate too, is 2 Deer Notes. Deer Note has 2 separate effects that did come up multiple times. The first one's like where you synchro off into like the rank 8 Jam Dragon Drive, and the effect once it hits the grave is to revive any Punk monster that is besides itself. That's very good because it can get you into extenders, but the second effect is you can reveal it and then summon another Punk monster from your hand by sending the other card that you showed, such as Note, to grave. It will come up in times where you have brick hands, or it's a good starter if you draw this and then you have a Zamine and you don't want to waste your normal summon. So it's a very good card in my opinion, and you need to run 2 of. The next card is Wagon, which also is ran with Charakusai. They're both 1-ofs in the deck. A lot of times they will be E-Telly targets if you have them. These cards, if you have any other Punk monster in hand, you will always E-Telly for Wagon, because Wagon gets you the field spell, which is this. The field spell gives you so much advantage. If you can get field spell out the first thing you do, you're going to get 2 cards plus a banishment effect to summon another card from hand, and that gives you massive amounts of advantage. So that's the reason for those. You'd never want to run 2 of them, but yeah, Charakusai does have an effect where if you have a level 8 in itself, you can synchro summon into Amazing Dragon for bounces. It did not come up this tournament, but it exists. That's all like the Punk engine, but then we have the classic Fiendsmith engine with 2 Engraver, 1 Lacrima, 1 Sanct. Sanct is very important. The reason being is there's a lot of Droll, and this deck does not want to die to Droll. You want to avoid Droll as much as possible, so you go Engraver, send Engraver to get Sanct. Now if they draw you, you can still go in the full Fiendsmith combo. And you can, by like going Lacrima, attach Requiem to Lacrima, and then send itself, shuffle back Requiem to summon out Engraver. It's a way to play around Droll and guarantee yourself at least a Caesar. Next 2, I used to run full Bestial like with 3 Lebellions, Branded Regain, and a Baldrake. Too many, this deck dies to Fuvalos, so you have to run at least 2. These come up in like matchups like Malice, the usual Mitsurugi, and Pure Rizal. You don't want to see this either, so Pure Rizal this works against too. Now we go into non-engine, 2 Imperm. This is kind of up for debate, but in my opinion, it's just the best answer for Rizal other than Talents and Tactics. So you kind of need it to target Rizal Detonator, or else you're kind of just stuck in the mud. Yeah. Next 5 cards are what I like to call the Fuvalos stops. You need all 3 of these for Malcharmy Fuvalos. The deck lives and dies on not getting Fuvalosed. So you need to run 5. That's my reason for running 41 cards in the deck.
Okay, so 41 is what we're rocking.
Yeah, 41.
Okay.
Because if you don't run 41, you're like that's why I dropped the full Bestial engine, because it was too many cards for me to draw into these 5 cards that I needed. If you don't and you get Fuvalosed, you might as well scoop it up. Yeah, it's just bad. Next is one Ghost Ogre. In Archetype, it's a search. On your opponent's turn, if they react to any punk monster, you can use like one of the extra deck monster effects Engrave to search it out. Or you can add it to yourself on your own turn if you have like the proper tools to set up. Yeah, so that's the one Ogre. I used to run 3, just don't need 3, just need 1. Next is mandatory 3 Fuvalos. It's just mandatory. It's something that every deck needs. Even when I side deck out cards, I only side deck out 2 so I can have a cross out target if I get Fuva'd. So you need it for cross. You need at least 1 for cross out. So it's mandatory anyways. The next 2 are Nib, another necessary for this deck with cross out.
Yeah.
It's good to nib people. It feels good to nib them. It also feels good to cross out a nib. So you know you need them. Next is Droll. If you aren't maining Droll, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. You're a lost cause.
In this format,
In this format, you're beyond gone. You're cooked. Chopped. Cheese. Gone. Then we got, that's all for the main deck, all 41. Next we got extra deck. You know, the classic SP Little Knight. I wish I had a collector's rare, but I'm too poor. You know, SP's SP. It's a generic card, good to have. Next is Almirage. Almirage is a punk monster as far as I'm concerned, because this first part right here, Salamangreat, they suck now.
Yeah, they're cooked.
Almirage is good if you have Zameen in hand and you summon it and they negate the Zameen effect and you have Rising Scale. Because you can send Zameen to summon Almirage to then banish Zameen with Rising Scale to go full combo. The next card we got is Rising Scale Carp, Jam Dragon, Jam Fever, Amazing Dragon.
I'm gonna help you out with these. Yeah, keep going.
Oh, my fault.
Oh, you're good, brother. Keep going.
Rising Carp has has 2 different effects. One, you can pitch it for cost to special summon 2 cards, usually being Wagon, Madam Spider if you're going first, or well, always Deer Note. It has a secondary effect where you synchro summon. You can target a punk monster on your field and it'll attack twice. This did come up like 3 times. You target like this and it attacks twice. It's 2 things that can just be attacked over. This allows you to search for level 3 Psychic. You usually use the fusion summon of Carp to get that out. By going Deer Note and another level 3. This allows you, it has a secondary effect while engraved. If they respond to any punk monster effect, it'll summon itself out and search for level 3. So it's an extra body, reoccurrence, and it's you know, they have to respect your punk cards. Jam Dragon, one of the best cards that I think I've ever seen in my opinion, because it's a body, it's versatile, you can draw with it like to finish a game if you need an extra card. It's a negate and destroy from hand. Like they can try nibbing you, it's protection, it's insulation, it's great. Amazing Dragon, like I said, it has 3 bounces. Did not come up with the Sharakusai and a level 8 to go into it, but it did come up once where you can go full chain by going Rising Scale. Rising Scale, target this engrave, revive itself, activate the effect to revive Deer Note. Link Deer Note off into like another Link 2, and then activate Deer Note effect engrave to get more stuff. So it gives you like 4 card advantage follow up. Next card we have, these are also punk monsters in my opinion, is Pep, as we like to call it, and my goat, Thunder God. Thunder God is a menacing card that they will have to actually pay attention to. It came up so many times I can't count. On top of the fact it gains you HP, it hurts yourself, so the field spell for Punk will go off because it's a psychic card. It blows up all monsters or all spells, so very good card. Pep is just Pep. You know what Pep does? It swings big, gets big, hurts big. It's a tower. So that's all for the honorary punks in my opinion. Next we're going into the classic Fiendsmiths. So we got 1 Requiem, you know, 1 Necro, 1 Moon, Caesar, Desiree, that, and Agnes and Sequence. These cards come up every match. There will not be a match where you do not try to get to every one of these cards. They have too many ways to get out. You have too many ways to get into them. They're too effective. 2 summon negates is massive. To be able to negate every card on the target with piercing and like just being able to beat over stuff is too great to not have all of these cards in your deck, especially when running a small Fiendsmith package. So that's all for the extra deck. The side deck is up for debate. So we have Madam Spider and Nashawari Surprise. Madam Spider is a very good going first because you can get it out very easily, because a lot of times when you're going to like the end of your turn going first, you'll be summoning like 2 or 3 Zamines from deck, whereas that's just like an extra body so you can have extra Zamines for follow-up. But it does get you the trap where if you control a punk monster, it's just destroy any card on the field. and it's very good for getting rid of stuff like Babel and like Orchest. It's good for getting rid of like reset, like prayers, like Malice traps. It's really good at getting rid of those. It can even out some cards that like just have to be on the field to trigger, like SP. You can pop SP so it fizzles. It's very good in my opinion for going first. Not something that you should run in first game though. It's more of a second game card.
Okay, sweet. I was about to ask you about that, but if you know you're going to set up, that makes sense. Side into it.
The next cards are D Barrier and 3 Solemn Strikes.
Hey, those look familiar.
Yeah, these are Travis's. Shout out to Travis for that.
Thanks, bro.
The D Barrier did not come up much, but it is a very good card. It's not deniable. It's a very good card. It will come up in many matchups, I guarantee it. Solemn Strike, the reason why I chose it is because Solemn Judgment is too much of a hefty pay for cost. Because full combo with Punk, including Madam Spider, is 3,600. Without Madam Spider, it's 3,000. And if you're paying half your life points, you're looking at about 3,000 HP, which I feel like is just a little bit too low to risk it. Because if they just get full Fiendsmith and go into Desiree, they could punch over like the Jam Dragon and just kill me. So it's a card that it's a very common card movement, so you have to have respect for it. Solemn Strike only pays 1,500, so you'll be fine if that is the case. Second, side them in, going second. Or going first. Going first. Next is Ghost Bell. Ghost Bell didn't come up. We didn't have many Ghost Bell targets in this tournament. But it is a very good card to have. I'll side them out for Ash every once in a while. Like if I know my opponent doesn't run Fugalos. Like if they're going Tempai or Strikers, they don't really run that very often, so you don't really need to worry about Fuva. So Ash is good to come out. Next 3 is mandatory. Lancia. We do have a guy here that only plays Malice. His name's Jay.
Only plays Malice.
Only plays Malice. Dirty. Yeah, you need to run. And next, last but not least, is 3 triple talents, thrust, and 1 talents.
Okay. So two and 1. Okay.
2 and 1.
Gotcha.
You need these. This is very good. Can search out Sanct. Can get you anything that's quick play. And this is very good because you can search this with this. It can take any non-target cards. It's very, very good. That's about it though. In my opinion, Punk has a lot of potential. It's still missing 1 or 2 pieces. The problem with it is the field spell being, not being able to run 2 because people can target it and pop it is a very bad thing. I've been debating whether to run 2, but then that's like running 2 bricks. So it's kind of up to you. But to end up, I'd like to shout out Cam. He gave me every single Fiendsmith card.
Hell yeah, good guy.
And then I'd like to shout out Travis, obviously, for his Solemn Strikes, and then everybody here in the shop. They were very welcoming. I've been playing the game for 4 months, so I'm looking forward to being on the channel again, maybe. So thank you. I've been Josh. Have a good one.
Thanks, Josh. Man, he heard the outro. Until next time, guys, remember, comment, like, subscribe. Peace.